The individual who realizes me best, so Dawson knows my past. And he said, yo Playboy, this party costs $1.5 million to toss. I'm like, you are crazy. So I followed him the entire time. I don't recall watching Puff at the Beverly Slopes Inn recording this. And it's a pool party that is ludicrous. Motherboard, the most clandestine ex-couple, is giving indications of friendship. Long after the separation, Katie Holmes is frightfully stressed for her ex, Jamie Foxx's well-being. Directly following the new emergency, after the close to brush with death, her stressed message was transferred to the media by sources since Jamie has pronounced that somebody is after his life. Katie's comments pretty much validated the most terrible intuitions, the supposed passing danger following uncovering insights regarding Diddy's scandalous gatherings. Has the talk feast going crazy, so lock in folks, cause you are in for a harsh ride. We have every one of the deeds to this T. So we should get into it. Radar Online made it known that Katie Holmes' delegate has uncovered that she has been exceptionally stressed over her ex's serious health-related crisis. As per their sources, the entertainer, who dated the security star on and off for almost 6 years after first being seen together in 2013, was shocked by the insight about Fox's serious well-being emergency. It was accounted for that James had experienced a genuinely horrendous well-being emergency while he was wrapping up recording his most recent film Back in Real Life with a returning entertainer, Cameron Diaz. His condition was basic, to the point that TMZ announced that relatives from beyond Atlanta flew in to be close by. Yes, it took a brush with death for Katie to at last recognize Jamie Foxx as an ex freely, in light of the fact that sources have revealed that Jane was a hair spread away from death. Jane experienced a serious clinical episode and required prompt consideration. The source said it was dicey for a really long time with him, and he must be resuscitated. He is extremely fortunate to be alive. Now we are mindful that Katie has been exceptionally cryptic about her relationship with James. Throughout the long term, it was tranquil to such an extent that the fresh insight about their separation didn't arrive at the public years. For a really long time after it happened, Wendy Williams uncovered the couple's separation in her show even before Wendy verbally affirmed the separation. An image of James with one more lady surfaced on the web, making a commotion in media outlets. It was around that time reports began circumventing that James had an Italian darling in his arms. Notwithstanding that, Page 6 in U.S. Week After Week both revealed that they affirmed a separation, with sources near the couple whose purportedly was worried that Fox had zero desire to surrender his coy single guy waves. Yet individuals in the know claim that the two never planned to make their relationship more long-lasting, as in bringing each other into their families' lives and turning into a public. 2 or 3 sources from us revealed they keep it hidden and safeguard it, generally in light of the fact that they would rather not disturb both of their families. James seldom has her over his home, and they for the most part hang out independently from their children. Yet, rather than different couples in the business, they were exceptionally content with one another and jumped at the chance to get to know each other too. And Insider told Individuals magazine, when they can hang out, they do when they're occupied. And they can't, they don't. They are two grown-ups who appreciate each other's conversation and have for quite a while. Yet strangely, the previous couple stayed hush about their sentiment, yet figured out how to show up together all through their relationship. In January 2018, Fox and Holmes experienced each piece the blissful couple at Clyde Davis' yearly pre-Grammy Grants function. However, the two showed up independently. They sat together at a similar table once inside the Ritzia piece. Yet it created the impression that the entertainer attempted to abstain from causing to notice herself by leaving the room and moving to an alternate seat only minutes before Davis declared the vocalist's presence anyway. Davis got down, moving, saying, "This woman left the room right when I planned to present her. She was finding a spot at that table right with Jamie Foxx and every other person on the off chance that you will sit together. What preferred night over this evening?" To add to that, Wendy Williams, the substitute buster of bits of hearsay in media outlets, uncovered on her show that the genuine explanation the couple fell to pieces was on the grounds that Katie was compelling Fox to open up to the world about their relationship. And we should not fail to remember that there was likewise one occurrence in which James left a live meeting when he was gotten some information about his relationship with Katie, play ball for Valentine's Day. Like some truly cherishing b-ball gear, Will Fox truly viewed his mystery about the relationship in a serious way. Yet beside all that the charges that the health-related crisis was as a matter of fact endeavored murder, he purportedly let the specialists know that somebody was after him and his ailment was the immediate consequence of it. This reality was first announced by a fan on Twitter. They said Jamie Foxx told the police, "Someone is attempting to kill him. I'm letting you know, Maine." It's like they have a clock of these celebs' lives. I accept, and one more fan hypothesized that perhaps he was proposed to quiet down in the background by Diddy's agents. And he rejected the arrangement, as Jamie has recently announced that he recorded the gatherings himself. I felt that he said no to something. And that is the reason he had that stroke. This is a genuinely sound man that stays out the way they unalign these celebs, make them become bankrupt focus point work, just so they submit #petition God for Jamie Foxx. And that hypothesis truly has a reality to it on the grounds that Jane was to be sure spilling a few beans on the Diddy gay gatherings. He uncovered the party he went to under the mask of a cameraman on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He made sense of that Diddy's gatherings were tip-top, and the main way he could imagine entering was by professing to be a cameraman, jumped out the town vehicle with a camera, say, "Yo, Puff, yo. You must allow me to movie this, the entire thing. We want to record this, Playboy." He was like a yo, let him through it. And despite the fact that Jane had a neighborly relationship with Diddy, before he began to drop subtleties bombs on the gay gatherings, and everything went directly to damnation, a video surfaced in the media some time back where James is conversing with various individual devices in a shut room and letting them know that Diddy's gatherings were insane. I don't recollect watching Puff at the Beverly Slopes Lodging recording this. And it's a pool party that is absurd cash, so the fans are persuaded that Diddy is without a doubt engaged with Jamie's case, in for sure for the existence of me. I can't envision the reason why the FBI doesn't have their eye or a record on Diddy. When Kim Watchman kicked the bucket, and Diddy could have done without the dissection, results the then specialist wound up dyeing the number of bodies that need to appear with Diddy, included that now you could contemplate whether this happened as of late. So, for what reason did Katie hold her relationship with Jamie under the wraps? Well, there is a paranoid fear that responds to the inquiry. The word on the road is that Katie was legitimately compelled to keep quiet and out of the public's eye. They had a reputed agreement planned that was endorsed by the two of them. Even a few fans alluded to this hypothesis. I heard that their habitual need to keep it calm was because of part of the separation understanding that either Katie or that neither of them go into a relationship not long after the separation. I feel like Cruz has no capacity of truly cherishing somebody, perhaps other than himself. I hope everything turns out great for Katie. Well, anything that the case is, Jamie Foxx is fortunately on his street to recuperation, as his girl referenced in her Instagram post. Corinne Fox composed, "We needed to share that my dad, Jamie Foxx, encountered an unexpected problem yesterday, fortunately, because of speedy activity and extraordinary consideration. He is as of now en route to recuperation. Now the continuous task back in real life, on which Fox was working, has been slowed down that as the entertainer can't shoot the excess scenes, the creation group is staying at work longer than required to conclude everything, as per TMZ. The entertainer's non-appearance during the most recent 8 days of the movie has placed the movie's consummation in risk. Jamie Foxx's abrupt, difficult disease has delivered her scrambling on his film set. And then some in TMZ is getting clashing data about the film he was shooting back in real-life sources have even guaranteed that the group will depend on Fox's clones or trick pairs to trim the venture to the end stunt. Twofold your clone seems to be the Jamie Foxx clone is good to go up and all set to complete Jamie's back in real-life film. Will the genuine Jamie Foxx at any point act again? That is all there is to it for now, people. Until next time, farewell.